Hello, my name is Juliana Pilar Gutiérrez Castaño, UNAG student of the degree program in foreign language with an emphasis on English, and I am part of the material design course, and I am going to talk to you about interactive materials in language learning. Presentation of recourse. In this VLO course, we will talk about interactive material design. That allows to strengthen listening and speaking skill in the teaching and learning process of the foreign language. In the same way, this tab have a document base used that ago. The course will be mentioned. Design of the material that is successful and motivating for students and strengthens the teaching profession. Objectives. Um, General objectives. Build the teaching learning process of the foreign language through the design of interactive material. Specific objectives. We have three specific objectives. Number one, identify how listening skills are developing in foreign language through the design of interactive material that strengthen learning. Number two, developing language skill to speak foreign language through the design of interactive materials that improve student with magnificent learning. Number three, select the main guidelines for the design of interactive materials. Tips for listening and designing listening activities. Number one, listen to material from authentic recordings or music to strengthen listening skill. Number two, creating learning environments where the ability to listen in English can be applied. Number three, expose students to intensive and receptive listening. Number four, material should be project depending on the level of language skill that the student handling. Number five, the material should facilitate student listening comprehension, not put it to be test. And number six, watch shows and movies in the language to be learned. Listening materials. Some examples are listen to a conversation, for example, from a book, radio with speakers or parody. Listen to poems, song. Listen to the teacher question or instructions for the activity. Reading on podcasts or recorded audios. Listen to a story. A story can be audiobooks, CDs, the web, and podcasts. Very important to listen. The difficulty of the language is inversely proportional to the motivation to learn it. Reg Hindley. A significant phrase. Newman 1999 states that listening is the Cinderella ability is in the context of a second language because her older sister, he expects, overlooks it. Nation is Newton 2009 Distinguish between two word types of listening, one-way listening and two-way listening. A language open doors. Tips for speaking and design speaking activities. Number one, repeat aloud. Try to imitate the words to agree on pronunciation and use the people accents. Number two, practice reading aloud. This is a great way to enrich vocabulary. Number three, learning a word every day strengthens the oral part of the second language. Number four, told, and told. We all practice. There is no security. It is important to use any opportunity to talk. And number five, use technology. They are pages that reinforce the oral part and servers to have an approach to expect. Speaking materials. Example activities. A presentation of vocabulary and structures to discuss a topic. Analysis of authentic sequence of the computer interaction. Presentation of shares and authentic dialogues. A discussion of school uses. Precision, fluency, and complexity are valued in CTNs when designed on evaluating special activities. It's a complex mental process. Levitil 1189. Conclusion. Number one, teachers have a constant responsibility to motivate students through the support material in each class. Number two, it's much easier for students to understand a new language when authentic material is used and they feel more comfortable with it too. Number three, teachers must use technology and different strategies that exist to facilitate the learning process, generating adequate space for students to make appropriate use of the material that is development for team. Topics reference, materials to develop and speak skill, and some guidelines for developing listening materials. Thanks you. A different language is a different vision of life. Federico Fellini.